Welcome students. Today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is chapter number 11, work and energy. Hope you must have read question answers till 10 chapter 8, 9 and 10. So let us start our today's chapter, that is work and energy. Children, in beginning only they have given us some pictures with various actions and they have asked some questions. Let us observe and answer them. First one, what actions are seen in the picture? So children, let us see one by one what are all the actions seen. See, in the first picture, the boy is trying to move that wheel. Okay. Second picture, the girl is trying to pull her, uh, carry her bag from the ground. Okay, pull the bag from the ground. Then this person is carrying a log. Okay, from the ground. This girl is pulling the box. Okay, with the box. This person is hammering the nail. This person is uh, shooting the arrow from the bow. This person is pressing a sponge. So there are various actions. Okay, children. Second question, is the force being applied while doing each action? Yes, children, definitely. In all the actions, children, force is applied. Children, if force is not applied, the work will not done. Okay, children, see, if this boy will not apply a force, then this tire will not move. This girl, if she will not apply a force and uh, put her to carry her bag, the she will not be able to put the carry the bag from the ground. Okay, this girl also is applying a force to pull that, to drag that carton of box. Then this person also is applying a force to carry that log of wood from the ground. Okay, this person is also applying a force to press the sponge. Okay, so yes, force is being applied. Third question, in the various actions in the pictures, has the object changed its original position? Children, in first picture, the boy is running a tire. In that, what happened, children? The object has changed its place. First, the tire was at some other place. As he moves that with that stick, what happens? It changes its place after applying the force. This girl who is picking the bag, children, that bag was first of all on the ground. After applying the force, what happened? That bag was picked by her, and so the bag has changed its position. This girl, second girl, she was applying a force. Due to that force, the box was first at A position. Later on, when she will drag, the position of the box will change. That box will come to the B position. Then that log, carrying log person, that person, after carrying, applying a force, that log was picked up. That means the log has changed the place. This person who was shooting the arrow from the bow, the arrow first was at the inside that bow. As he applied the force, he shoots. What happens? The arrow has changed its place. So these objects have changed the place. But two objects have not changed the place. That is the sponge. The person has applied the force, but the shape of that sponge has changed. Okay, but the position has not changed. Even this nail, the person has hammered, applied the force on that nail, but position has not changed. So in the above picture, we see that the position of some of the objects has changed. That is, these objects are displaced. Okay, only two objects have not changed the place. Later all the objects have changed their places. So what is the definition of work, children? When an object is displaced by applying a force on it, we say that work is done. Children, very important definition of work. When we say that work is done when force is applied and object change its place means it is displaced from one place to another, then we say that work is done. If the object is not displaced, we don't say that work is done. So for work, two things are necessary. One is force and the other one is a displacement. If that takes place, then only we say that the work is done. Now let's move in detail about studying work. Now before that, they have given us one activity. Tie a string to an empty box as shown in the picture. See children, this girl, she has tied one string to the box. This is a string, black color. This is a box. Okay, first the box is empty. Second thing, pull the box through a distance of 10 meters. This is a distance she has to pull from 10 meters distance to that box along a straight line. Now third thing, you have to fill the same box with 20 books. Now after that, you have to fill that box with the 20 books. Now pull the box again through a distance of same 10 meters in a straight line. What was your experience? Children, first the box was empty. Later on you filled 20 books. Okay, so what happened? You have to apply more force. Yes or no? To pull the, because first little force was enough because the box was empty. But now the same box has filled with is filled with now 20 books. So you have to apply more force. Then fifth thing, now pull the loaded box through a straight distance of 20 meters. Now increase this distance. You have to displace the box in 20 meters. What do you feel, children, when the more work was done? Children, more work was done when the displacement was also more and the books was also more. Yes or no, children? So in the this orange color box is very important. Just see what they are saying. More work is done for the same displacement when more force is applied to the work. Yes or no, children? When more force is applied, more work is done for the same displacement. If the same force is applied for more displacement, more work is done by the force. See, for 20 meters distance and 20 books, displacement is also more, and box was also full. So more displacement, more force is applied, so more work was done. Is it okay, children? Now use your brain power. In the above activity, which are the different forces acting on the box? On this box, which are the different forces acting? Children, the box was on the ground, so definitely gravitational force was acting. The girl is pulling that with the help of her hands. Muscular force is applied. Frictional forces, because friction takes place between the ground and that box. So three forces are applied on the box. First one is muscular force, then gravitational force and frictional force. So three forces are acting on that boxes. Second question, is a displacement possible without a force? Children, is a displacement possible without a force? No. Without a force, what happened? Displacement will not take place. Third thing, if a force is applied with both the hands on a wall, will there be a displacement? Children, if you apply force with both your hands on a wall, this is a wall, will the wall displace? No, wall will not displace. Fourth thing, if no displacement occurs on applying a force, what does it indicate? If no displacement takes place, we say that work is also not done. No displacement, no work. Is it okay? Because we have studied about definition of work. Work is said to be done when displacement also occurs and force is also applied. Let's try this. Take a pulley, fix it at a height. See, children, this boy is doing a experiment with a pulley. This is the pulley. Okay, this pulley is fixed on a height, certain height, 4 meter, like this height. Draw a string. You have to draw a string to that pulley like this. Tie a load. You have to tie a load of how many kgs? 2 kgs at one end. Okay, hold the other end of the string, and other end you should hold it in your hand of the string and pull downwards, and you have to pull it downwards to lift the load. First up to a height of 1 meter, then up to a height of 4 meters. First the height should be less. Here they have told 1 meter, then the height is increased, that is 4 meters. When is more work done? Children, definitely when the height is increased, you have to apply a more force. Yes or no? We have seen that when more force is applied, displacement is also more work is done. So here the height, as the height increases, what happened? The boy has to apply a more force to pull the load, so more work will be done as the height increases. So when the applied force is same, more work is done when there is a greater displacement. In other words, for measuring work, both the force and displacement must be considered. So remember, for considering work or to measure work, we have to consider two things in detail: force applied and the displacement. Is it okay, children? Now we will see what is the relation between work and energy. The boy in the picture has applied a force to the toy car. Is it, children? You are seeing this boy is applying the force to this toy car playing. Work has been done because the force is applied to the car. Okay, a car that has got displaced. The car is displaced also. The boy has applied force also. So work is done. In other words, transformation of boy's energy into the work has taken place through the applied force. In that, we can say that the boy's energy The boy's energy has transformed into the work. Run around the ground with your friends. Can your friends run as many rounds as you can? Oh, children, definitely. On a playground, if you are running, you are taking a roaming, running in a circle. Children, same round as your friends are running, you are also taking same round. No, it's not possible. Some friends may take 5 rounds. Some friends may take 10 rounds. You may take 8 rounds. So all will not take same rounds. Do all the friends have same capacity for running? No, definitely no. Your friends will complete either more or less rounds than the number of rounds you complete. You may take 8 rounds. They may take 5 rounds. Some may take two only. So the number of rounds will not be the same, children. Some will get tired on completing 2 rounds, while others will get tired on completing 3 or 4 rounds. That is to say that each one's capacity to complete the rounds is not the same. You can complete only as many rounds as you have the capacity for. You have that much capacity, you can run that much only. Yes or no? If you have capacity to run 4 rounds, you will run you will complete 4 rounds only. So the capacity to do work is called energy. So energy is nothing but what? It is the capacity to do work. Is it okay, children? What is energy? Energy is nothing but it is the capacity to do the work. Now, units of work and energy are the same, children. Work and energy are both measured in joule. This is a system international unit. Work and energies unit is same. They are measured in what? Joule. As we measure distance in meters and kilometers, we measure work and energy in joules. Remember this. Use your brain power. Why do you get hungry after physical exercise? Yes or no? Any exercise you do, what happens? You get hungry because your energy is being utilized. Second, from where does our body gets energy? We get energy from the food we eat. Why do we get tired when we do more work? Yes or no? We do more work, more energy is consumed, and that is why we get tired. And remember this, work and energies unit is same. There it is measured in joule. And what is energy's definition? The capacity to do work is called energy. So here we have seen till the relation between the work and energy. And in the next part, we will see the forms of energy. Mechanical energy. There are two types of mechanical energy, that is kinetic energy and potential energy. Then we will see about heat energy, light energy, sound energy, chemical energy. These different types of energies in detail. Later on, transformation of energy, energy resources in detail. So till then, revise your lesson till here. What is work? What is energy? What is the unit in which work and energy is measured? So till revise till here.